So last week, Nothing launched the CMF series with the Watch Pro, the Buds Pro, and an adapter. In this video, we're going to talk about our experience with the Watch Pro as we've been using it for the past week, and what we like and dislike about this watch, and if we would recommend it to you. So let's quickly get started. So we quickly start off with what the watch looks like. I think the design is pretty straightforward and simplistic. It's got a metal finish with this metallic version of the watch, and it looks pretty good. It's got a shiny chrome bezel on the side and gives a nice look to the watch, but it also feels good in the hand and it has that cold touch feel because it is made out of metal. The display itself is pretty good. It has nice colors and a good viewing angle. It is an AMOLED display with a 600 nits brightness. Actually, it's more than 600 nits, but they claim a 600 plus nits brightness, which is good for visibility indoors and both outdoors. And overall the display looks good, but it does have massive bezels to the point where if you look in the watch at some dial faces, you will find that they show the bezels to be much narrower than they actually are on the watch. And once you load them on the watch, you're like confused on why this looks so different. The display also has always on capabilities, but you have to go into specific settings and turn on the always on display watch faces, and there are only certain few that you can choose from. You can't convert your existing watch face into an always on display face, and that is something that is a little bit of a letdown, and I hope they fix it with a future software update. Now it does do a lot of things very accurately. It has 100 plus sports modes which it can track within the app. It also has GPS mapping, so you can quickly enable GPS tracking from the watch. So if you're going on a walk or a hike or just going on a run, you can turn these things on directly from the watch or from the app and basically get a map of where all have you been walking. Other features like heart rate monitoring and SpO2 work fairly well on this watch as well. And it also has stress monitoring, and it gives you a graph of your stress levels through the day. It also gives you a chart telling you whether your stress levels are high, low, or medium, and how you can monitor them. You also have breathing reminders, drinking water reminders, sitting, standing reminders. All of those things can be customized and built in, which is fairly good. It can also track your sleep and tell you how much core sleep, REM sleep, or deep sleep you've had, which is also great for people who want to see what kind of sleep they're getting at night to better monitor their health. So all of these features work really great. It also has good connectivity options as it connects with your phone, and you can also directly make phone calls from the watch. You also have Find My features, so you can directly use the watch to find your phone or use the phone to find your watch, and it works both ways. The watch also works as a camera shutter, so you can use it to remote into your phone's camera app and click the shutter button to capture photographs if you're taking a group photo, for example. Another feature that's really cool is the battery life. It has a massive battery life, and while they're claiming about 13 days, in our test, we got about 5 to 6 days of battery life with basically testing out all of these features, which is pretty good. And we kept the brightness at high at all times, but we did have the always on display off. Another good thing is that if you've used a Nothing phone, you'll find the user interface quite easy to use. You also have references to Nothing's design language within the UI, so you do have the same kind of icon pack, the same kind of fonts, which make the overall user interface quite easy to look at and also easy to use. So they're very simplistic. You don't have to jump through many menus to get to a certain point, and you can basically just jump into a setting, change it, jump back into the main watch face, and you're good to go. Overall, the watch is pretty comfortable to wear for long periods of time because of its sleek design, and it's extremely lightweight, and the strap is also not really bothersome. It's light and comfortable to wear for long periods of time, so we didn't have any complaints with that. The bottom edge of the bezel or the underside of the watch is chamfered, so you do get a comfortable fit on your wrist, but the top is slightly sharp, so if you do move your wrist upwards, you will feel a little bit of a sharp sensation if your skin does hit the top side of the watch. Overall, we are pretty happy with what all this watch can do. Apart from the bezels and the weird always on display, I think everything else on this watch works great, and for the price and for the brand value that you're getting, it's a pretty good deal. If you're a Nothing phone user, an Android phone user, or even an Apple phone user, you can use this watch because it connects with all of these devices with Nothing's app that is available on all of these platforms. So overall, we're pretty happy. Let's talk about the buds. Now, the buds are something that are pretty similar to Nothing earphones that you've seen in the past. So whether you've had the Nothing Ear 1 or the Nothing Ear 2, the design language is pretty similar, but instead of a transparent design, you do have an opaque or solid color design. I quite like this orange color, and the earbuds themselves are really comfortable, and you can wear them for long periods of time. They're lightweight as well, and because of their in-ear design, you do have swappable ear tips, so you can quickly snug them into your ear and find the right fit according to your ear size. As far as sound quality or sound profiles are concerned, they're pretty similar to what we've seen with Nothing as well. well. So they're missing a big range between 100 Hz to 750 Hz. And this range is usually not wide. So you're missing out a lot of that audio that you find in music. And sometimes the sound does feel a little bit hollow. They fixed this with their previous earphones with the advanced EQ option. I feel that if they give that with the CMF Buds Pro as well, it will improve the audio quality quite a bit. Here is a quick audio sample from the microphone of the CMF Buds Pro.
Hey guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to iGyan.
Build-wise, the case also feels a little cheap and flimsy. It also flexes a little bit, so it doesn't seem like a premium pair of earphones, which it is not, but build quality could have been a little bit better. It has good amounts of battery life as well, and noise cancellation works surprisingly well. And you have 3 levels of noise cancellation that you can choose from once you pop the earphones into your ear. They do also have a low latency mode, which is good if you're doing casual gaming and watching movies, because the sync is pretty good when you're consuming content on these. They do have Bluetooth 5.3, so as long as your devices support a later version of Bluetooth, you should be fine. Overall, the earphones are a good add-on, but they're not really the best earphones that you can get in this price bracket, since there are so many available already from so many other brands that you can choose from. Both with the watch and with the buds, you do have a lot of options in the market, but the fact that you do have a good brand backing this with a good amount of software and overall design support, you do have things working seamlessly, especially with the apps that nothing has made for both of these devices. If you guys are interested in these devices, we'll have them linked in the description below. If you have any particular questions or queries that we failed to answer in this video, let us know in the comments below. This has been Bharat. You've been watching iGyan. I'll see you guys in the next one.